All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. I've given this speech about our youth programs uncountable times so far. About 20 years ago, we started a program called YPI. It was a way to get police to know kids as kids, kids to get to know police as people. And we used it to help break down barriers between police officers and kids. But I'm so proud because we started this 20 years ago. The world has caught up to us over the past couple years, but we still have stayed way ahead of the curve. Years ago, it was named Ronnie, it was Reggie, it was Alberto, it was Kim Gray, and over the years, Ronnie's been a mainstay with it, but the torch was passed to different Spring Valley police officers. Everyone put their own flavor on it and did a little more with it. Andre's been one of the people who picked it up over the past 10 years or so and has done absolutely phenomenal work with connecting Spring Valley police officers with kids. There are some people out in this world who still don't believe that's important. The Spring Valley Police Department and the officers who work these programs believe it is the most important. We do a lot of things well in the Spring Valley Police Department. I am proud of not only our whole profession, but the officers that work here and all our different divisions and aspects and jobs that we do, and they're all important. This kids program is important. How do I know that? You look at the news these days. All right, it is unbelievably important to touch base with these kids when they're this tall, and we now have the proof. We have pictures of these kids. Now they're this tall. They're in the jobs, they're in college, they're in the Marines, they're working in the workforce. It really is very important, and we maintain this relationship. The one thing we don't have yet that I'm looking forward to is when we hire our first child that went through this program and they work for the Spring Valley Police Department, and they jump into this program on the other end of it. So what we have here today is New York State saw a presentation that not only Andre does a couple years in a row for them, but Ronnie did, and they said, this is so impressive, we think we could put money in this program, and they awarded Spring Valley a $750,000 grant to not only continue what we're doing, but to expand what we're doing, and it's unbelievable. Connect with the kids, make relationships with these kids, get them to know us on a first name basis. We know them and their families on a first name basis, but now to get them professional therapy and counseling and things like that to help them through potentially tough times in their lives. It's an unbelievable program. It's really not being done in many other places at all, but we're very proud to say that this program, they recognize what we're doing, and this really is going to put our program even higher in the stratosphere than what it was before. But as a piece of that program, what we're here really today to do is we're here to recognize Andre. Andre's going to be, by showing the village's commitment to this program, we're now going to be doing, by taking this step, we're going to be doing this forever. It's not only the past couple of years, it's not the past 20 years. This is a commitment on the village's end to make sure we're doing this forever with kids in this community. So what we're doing here today is, and I appreciate it, we are reassigning, promoting Officer Riobe to a youth officer. This is a position we had in Spring Valley for years when I first came here. If you're an old-timer like me, you remember the names. It was your Gibsons, it was your Herrings and your Miglorados. They were officers that held this position, and they did this work for years and years and years. The last person standing, coincidentally, who ever held one of these positions is Deputy Chief Bosworth. He held one of those positions 20 years ago in Spring Valley. So, but since then, through no one's fault, everyone supported us through budget cuts, through changes in the village structure. We lost those positions. This is a step now towards getting those back and keeping them permanently. So what we're here to do today is have a swearing-in ceremony for Andre. He's going to sign the book, and we're going to move him into the position of a youth officer, which hasn't been filled in this place for 20 years. One more thing, Mr. Charman, do you mind? I don't want to put you on the spot, maybe to say a couple of words on, I know we've had plenty of discussions on the Spring Valley's position with kids in the community.
Do you mind if I bring the night president up also?
Not at all.
Come on up, kid.
Go on, girl.
He's from her territory. Yeah. this verse, yes.
So was not planning on saying
course
anything, but I am excited for Andre. This is a long time coming. We've talked about a lot of things on being promoted and going up another step. I'm super proud of you, and I know your friends and your family is as well. Again, a long time coming, and I'm glad that you're able to fill this position that was left for 20 years. And I know that you will do well, and you will do so much more. And this is not the only promotion that you're going to get.
Very well said. I actually got to know Officer Riobe through her sisters, Fabiola and Natalie. We all worked together in the children's program, just like what you're working with now. It's incredible. So throughout the years, this has been an incredible program. Hundreds and hundreds of kids have come through here. You know, one of the greatest, I think, memories I have of when you guys, when President Obama made Mike Greco, who was a Hispanic guy, the U.S. Marshal for the 95th District. And he invited some of our kids, and he and Ronnie took the kids down there. What an incredible experience for our kids. You know, I don't go with them anymore. At least I don't spend the night when they go on camping trips. I told them I spent a year in the war. I don't need to lay on the ground anymore. But I have no problem going out speaking to the kids. You know, one of the things that our kids need are role models.
Yes.
These guys make up, and ladies make up role models for our kids. They come here in this room and they treat them just like they're theirs. And kids come and they respect that. And I think the last time we talked was over at the Kurt Center. You must have had 100 kids over there. That's an incredible experience for our kids, because without them, then they become behind bars here. And these guys and these ladies lead them through that and ensure that that does not happen to them. That's why I'm so proud. Wherever I go, and I want you to understand this, Spring Valley has more people of color and women on their police department than the entire Rockland County together. That's important. And I have no problem in saying that whenever we ask Officer Riobe if we're doing an event and say we need some security, he won't accept any money. It's our come. That's important. That's giving back to the community. It's been a while. He's been holding on for a while for this promotion. He's been holding on. And I'm glad he held on. And I just want to thank the chief and everybody for giving Ronnie, you call him Ronnie, I call him Riobe. But giving him this opportunity to continue to work with our kids. Because if you look outside of what happened to our kids and ICE being here in the community, these guys are very, very important to our kids to see them and know that they have a friend. And they are not coming to pick them up and put them behind bars and take them from their families. So continue to do what you do. Congratulations, and thanks to the Spring Valley Police Department. Thank
you. The last thing I'm going to say before we get to the signing of the book is Mr. Trotman mentioned pride and how proud he is. I'm very proud of the whole Spring Valley Police Department. I'm also very, very proud of our community. I've had numerous events over my years that I can think back of, and I sit with my family, and when I'm long gone, I'll have pride on these things forever. One of my proudest moments as a police officer was probably 4 or 5 years ago now. We were in the other end of the building, our kids coming down here, we're going for a camping trip with these guys. Andre was one of them, Ronnie was one of them, a bunch of our YPP people. We're taking them camping for a multi-day camping trip. And on the TVs inside were fires, protests, violence, assaults. The world was on fire, what was going on in the police world out there. You walk down here, 20 yards away, parents and kids taking our kids on a camping trip for the weekend. It gives me goosebumps to talk about the difference between the 30 feet walking from the TV to Spring Valley. It was just immensely, the pride you feel taking these kids on a camping trip on one of those, when the world may be hectic and going crazy and stressful, but you could affect these 50, 60 kids in a positive way like that. It's something I'll never forget. So, and that's one of the things that this YPP program, and specifically Andre Riobe, helps give our community. So I'd like to thank him for giving me that prideful moment.
Hi, my name is Diana Montgomery. I'm the village clerk for Spring Valley, and I have the honor to administer the oath of office to Andre, also a friend, so it is definitely my pleasure. So you're going to start.
I, Andre Riobe, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of youth officer according to the best of my ability.
Woo!
So to make this official, he's going to sign the book. And
Am I the only one sweating? Okay, I'm not gonna let y'all see me sweat. I'm gonna look down because I don't wanna look at everybody. It's a little nerve-wracking. But I wanna say thank you to each and every single one of you guys that are here. And I'm gonna say it like that because I don't wanna say names so I don't miss anyone and have to pay the consequence of that later. But I want to say thank you to all. I want to say thank you to the community. You guys have worked with us diligently, worked with us hand in hand to continue to do what it is we're doing. I want to say thank you to my fellow officers, the administration here, my supervisor, Detective Sergeant Charles. I'll say his name because this guy has my back to where we are now. And in making all of this possible, all the work that we do with the kids, all the work that we do with the community. I see a lot of the folks that do the radios. I see Cassandra Edwards here, who, that's a whole other story. But who taught me the importance of a lot of work we do. Nikki and I came up together from grade school, same thing. And again, without friends, without family, without you all, we have nothing. And this community has dedicated itself. It's dedicated myself. It's dedicated other officers, not only to the community, but to the work that we do with the kids. And I say that because they understand. Our administration understands, just like our community understands the need. And now, with 750K, DCJS in the state of New York understands that it's needed here. And now we have it. So now that we're here, great, we got here, but I'm telling you all, I'm gonna be reaching out again because the work starts now. And we got a ways to go. Thank you all.
No tears.
Last thing before we conclude, certificate of promotion, Andre Riobe, in recognition of your dedication, superior achievement, outstanding service to the village, Spring Valley Police Department, as witnessed by your promotion to youth officer September 15th, 2025. This concludes our program. Anyone welcome to stick around, grab some photos, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. We appreciate everyone coming here today. Thank you very much.